Good evening and welcome to Facebook Live on Tuesday 26th of July. I am a little early, or I can refresh my page and get it on my computer and let people join us. Excellent. Somebody is there, fab. Okay, hi Deborah. Hope you're well, lovely. Oh, I wasn't going to put it there, hang on. That's better, I can see it up there a bit better. Hope you're all well. Hope you can hear me okay. I'm sure you can. There were some hearts there. Hi Lynn. I'll give people a chance. Hi Christine. Hi Philippa. Hi Jackie. Thanks for joining us. Okay, there's lots of lovely hearts. Hi Joe. Excellent. Hi Joe. Another Joe. Got Joe from the design team and lovely Joe up north. Hi Penny. Penny up north as well. Hi Katie. Lots of people from the good old days of workshop. Hi Maxine. Another person. Hi Anne. Oh, I've got itchy nose, sorry. Hi Rachel. Okay, so their numbers are climbing. Hi Louise. Hi Lisa. Hi Barbara. Hi Belinda. Oh, this is fab. Excellent. Lots of highs. Hi Anne. That's a lady from our workshop down south. And Anne's just joined us, who is another lady from workshops down south. Hi Helen. Yes, all good. Oh, fantastic. Oh, Debs, I'm so pleased for you. That's fabulous. And another lady joining us from our workshops down south. And Kathy from Colorado. Yay! Hi Jeanette as well. And Marilyn. And Brenda. And Jackie. Sorry, I want to go back to a comment. Hang on, got to get back to where it was now. Oh, and it doesn't show me them in the same order. Never mind. Okay. Hi Ruth. Hi Donna. Yep, hubby's doing well, thank you. Just getting used to everything, obviously, but yes, all good. Got some appointments through from the hospital, so it's all pretty good. Oh, and I missed that. Was it Anne? Hang on, bear with me. Anna from New York. Wow, we're really going far and wide now. And the Foilables should be in Simon Says Stamps any day because they have arrived. So they've just got to get them on the website now. So shouldn't be too much longer. Hi Jill. Okay, so I am going to hit the camera. I'm going to run through the Foilables again, just very briefly, just show what's in the packets for anybody that didn't see it last time, and just talk a little bit more about them. And then I have a few bits from the design team, not masses, because I did show you lots of it the other week, but I did hold some back, so I've got a few bits from the design team as well to share. And then I'm going to make a card as well. So I will rotate my camera. Evening, Linda. And Wendy as well, I've just seen has joined us. So bear with me a minute. Let's click my camera and get that positioned. Oops, just switched my light off. That's no good. Okay, I will bring them up to the, up a little bit to the camera so that I can get them really up close. Hi Diane, and show you each individual packet properly. So the first one is Fabulous Florals, and in this one there are 89 different individual die cuts, and these are the Foilables have been die cut from cardstock, and they've been printed from cardstock onto cardstock first of all, and all the different designs get printed on there in a special ink that is a toner based ink, so it will react with toner based foils. So there are lots of different foils on the market, but to actually be able to foil these, you need a toner based one. And something like the Fab Foils, we know is absolutely fabulous to work with the Foilables. And also Crafts 2 do foils, and they work beautifully with the Foilables. So these get printed onto cardstock and then they get die cut. So when they're die cut, they're actually laser cut. So this is what gives us this lovely intricate design, which I think is just absolutely fabulous. Like, to put that onto a card is just beautiful. But how they're cut is they're laser cut, so you will see like a slight colouring to the edge of the card. It's just how it happens. If you get pieces of like the MDF that you can get that's laser cut, I can't think. Oh, and you can get lovely bits of card that are very, very intricately cut, because the laser cutting can get into places that a die cut, like when we've had die cuts before, you would have a plate made, and so you have to have a plate made for every single different shape that you have, and it's very costly. So to do laser cutting, it's actually works out a little bit cheaper because you haven't got a plate that just relates to that one shape, and the machine picks up we have to give them lines of where to cut on the design. So that's how it's all done. But I love it because then you can get the difference like all the way around the edge of the leaves, so that it really follows the pattern rather than just having a blob of a shape, if you like. I love that you get all the little indents around the petals and the leaves, and I mean even down to like this. I love this little frame, it's so beautiful. Let me put another bit of card in the way so you can see it properly. I mean, how lovely is that? And all that intricate detail just makes it really pop off on your card. So because it's got that slight colouring to them, you can always ink around the edges. Let me just show you one of my cards I'm going to show you in a second. This is actually the one I'm going to make. So this is what I did around the edge of my sentiments. I just inked around there, and I would do that with a regular piece of card because I want it to stand off of the white on the card. So I always pull out a little bit of colour that is in my card, and I would always edge things like the sentiments with that anyway. But you can also, just a little bit of green around the edge would really soften it. You can spray, once you've foiled them, you can use just about any colour medium you want to throw at them. So whether you want to do sprays, whether you want like distressed oxide sprays, distress ink sprays, the Pearlywink sprays, you can do all of that onto it. You can do it with your water-based markers, your alcohol markers. You can do it with an ink pad and a water brush. You can do it with pens, glitter pens. Trying to think what else. Obviously ink pads and blending brushes. Just about any watercolour pencils. Just about anything really that you like to colour with. I reckon you can do that on here. So that is the Fabulously Florals, and they are 89 in a pack for $7.99. Move that out of the way. And they are being stocked at the moment by Dragon's Papercraft, Luby Crafts, Craft Stash, Let's Create, Forget Me Not Craft Cabin, and Maximum Crafts as well. And there is a link on the Julie Higgs Designs page, so the page we're on now, but there's a video pinned at the top of the page, and there is a link to all the shops that are stocking them. So if you're having trouble finding them, then just go to the top of the Facebook page, go to the video, and then click on the link and you will see where they're being stocked. So this is Beautiful Bloom. So this is the one that's got the lovely sunflowers in. We've got hearts, we've got the beautiful sweet daisies, we've got Marion's feather in different sizes, we've got wording, we've got the double daisies, we've got lots of little flowers, we've got lots of bumblebees because I thought it was lovely. Instead of having butterflies, let's have bumblebees. We've got the sunflower in different sizes as well. So there's several of these. Another one in there. There's, oh, somebody asked me yesterday how many daisies you get. So this would be quite a good way of saying. So 1, 2, oh, hang on, there's 1, 2, 3. That's 3 doubles. I've tried not to use anything out of one packet so that I know that this is what you get. So it looks like there's 3 doubles and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the singles. We've got the honeycomb as well, which works so well with the bumblebees. We've got the feather in different sizes. We've got hearts. And the design team have been sharing lots of their sample cards this week on social media. If you want to have a look at everything in one go, if you go to Pinterest and go to Julie Hickey Designs, and there is a board for every single product that we have. There's a little cute bee as well as a proper bumblebee, but the bumblebee comes in lots of different sizes. So he does go down in size, which I wanted to give you that because when you have butterflies and things that you add to cards, you just want the little bumblebees as well, which would be fabulous. So that is the beautiful blooms, and in there is 161 pieces. Again, excellent value for money. Then we have Daisies and More, a piece of cards. I can show you this one. And I'm going to show you this one of these up close so that I can show you what I mean a little bit more by the... So in this one, there's 102. So we've got the lovely hearts, we've got the lovely squares, we've got the fabulous... Oh, I forgot what that's called. Fabulous Friend, I think it was. Anyway, lots of squares. So all the ones with the different flowers on. We've got the borders. Got lovely little tags with friend on. And in here, got little flowers as well, so we can build up our backgrounds with our extra flowers if we want to. Got some half butterflies in here and some full ones. Got lots of additional flowers, which are lovely just to finish off or make your own little corners of flowers on your cards. But I love the little half butterflies, and I think they're just so great for in, you know, any little marks you might get, or just for filling in those little spaces. So they're all black. You don't have to foil them. If you want to foil them, you can use a laminator, you can use an iron, you can use a foiling machine, as long as you use the toner foils, but you can also use hair straighteners. And my good friend Marion, who I know isn't watching because she's actually gone to a quiz tonight, but she's done it with the hair straighteners and it works a treat. So in this pack there is 102. Now I want to show you on this one. I'll put it on a piece of on the blue so you can see it. This one, my light's a bit orange actually, so I'm not being very fair to it, but you can actually see a bit of the where it's been die cut, but a laser cut rather. So you can see the edge of the colours. But once you've coloured this in, for me, I can't see it. I mean, let me get one of my cards. So this is one of the cards done with it. And it's onto a white embossed background. Now, does that say that that shouldn't be on a white card? I don't think so. I think that looks absolutely beautiful. And this is done with the spearmint foil. Isn't it gorgeous? Fabulous. Okay. Sorry, that was one that I showed you last time. So they're the pieces that you get in the Daisies and More. So that was 102 in that one. And my last packet, and then I will get on to all the lovely inspiration. I am sorry, but for people who haven't seen them, I didn't want them to miss, you know, exactly what it is you're getting and how it works. So I will be showing you how I actually use the foilables as well to actually colour them up. So there are lots of different sentiments in here, lots of different sizes. Obviously lots for birthday, because that is the one thing that we make the most cards for. But we've got Get Well Soon, we've got Congratulations, we've got Thinking of You, we've got Sending Love and Hope, we've got Sending Hugs, we've got Sunshine and Smiles and all. Sending sunshine and smiles today and always. Special days, so they don't all have to be for birthdays. They can be special friends on your special day, weddings, anniversaries, all sorts. We've got the birthday meaning as well. So in this one there are 116 different sentiments. Some of them are black, so these will come out completely forward. Wherever there is black, that's where the foil will stick. That's the toner ink that is there. So that's what, wherever you see the black is where you'll see the foil in a second. So that is 116, and that is Assorted Sentiments number 2. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the beautiful card that Emma Smith that I shared on social media earlier. You do, Jeanette, you do need them all. And I think some places are doing special offers if you have them all as well, so well worth checking that out. Okay, so this is the one that Emma Smith has made, and just look how beautiful the hexagons have foiled. And this is the Wow Fab Foil. This is the, hang on, let me find it. This is glitter gold. This is probably my most favourite one there is. And if you watched or saw over the weekend, I've been to stay with my niece and we had a little crafty session with the girls, and I think glitter gold was probably their favourite as well. Okay, so the Fab Foil is what I recommend. It works an absolute treat. So there's teal, there's silver. This is the gold glitter. That's the one that Emma has used, and it's beautiful. It's holographic, but it really does pick up all the different colours, and you get real sparkle with it. It's lovely. There's beautiful rose gold. There is a beautiful pink, or it's called blush. Got rose gold, got gold. There are other colours as well. I'm not sorry, I should have sorted them all out properly. But as you can imagine, we've had a go with just about all the different colours that there were. There is white, and there's a lovely, that's a spearmint, that's beautiful. I think I might need, oh, there's a lovely dark blue, and this was so nice. Eva loved that one when we were doing it at the weekend. Oh, and there's some, hang on, now we've got all the purples and everything. I thought there was. So we've got pink, we've got ice blue, that's a turquoise, got that one. There's a purple, there's a red, and there's a green. Obviously, you need those if you're going to do some Christmas foiling. Actually, those three would be a really nice Christmas pack, wouldn't they? Okay, so back to Emma's. But how lovely does this look with the glitter sparkle? It was lovely to see them on Facebook, wasn't it, with all their makes. They were so proud as well. And I've got a couple of cards that I want to show you that Grace made, where she did something with the stencil, which was just like, wow. And you're 9 years old. I don't know. Okay, this is another one from Emma. How beautiful is this? With she's made a birdhouse, and she's put all these beautiful flowers. She's done them in silvers and a sparkly silver, which I haven't got that one. And there's a lovely spearmint green, and she's made this beautiful birdhouse. Again, the lovely sentiment, how beautiful that has foiled. Isn't that lovely? Oh, actually, that's done quite, that's catching the light. Lovely. Isn't that beautiful? I think maybe we should do this as a giveaway, actually. I know Emma won't mind. And maybe we'll do her birthday birdhouse as a giveaway. We'll do that tomorrow, and there's a reason I'll do it tomorrow. It's because it's my birthday. So tomorrow I will do a giveaway on the Julie Hickey Designs page. I'll think of something a reason for you to comment, and then I'll pick somebody tomorrow. This is one that I did. This is on, I've done an embossed background, so you can make your cards so easily. An embossed background, I foiled this with the gold sparkle, and again the sentiments, and the bumblebee, and a little bit of ink. And how lovely is that as a card? But it's so easy to do as well. Are there Christmas foilables? I'm trying to work on it, but if there are going to be Christmas foilables, it's going to be probably not until about almost September. Well, it will be September time, because they do take, the lead time on the manufacturer is quite long. So I will speak to them tomorrow and see, because I'm trying to decide whether, if September is too late to be bringing Christmas foilables out. But hopefully, thank you, Barbara. How beautiful is this? Hazel's made this one, and I love this. Got silver. I love how she's dragged her ink pad and put a wash with the same colours. I love how she's used the leaves behind the flower and adding a little flower. She hasn't foiled the sentiment, so it's black and it stands out. So Yeah, I love it. Never too late. I do tend to agree. I don't think September, myself, I don't think September is too late because I don't make my Christmas cards until December. So for me, that would be bags of time. This is one from Philippa. And I love she's used like an icy blue and the spearmint and the blush. It's just beautiful. And how lovely is that? The lovely bright background. And because they're die cut, she's put them onto the black card and they just look beautiful. No, I agree, Debs. It's not too late either. Got another one here from Philippa. Or is it Jo? No, it is Philippa. I love how she's done the squiggly lines and she's just done them in blues and pinks. And look at how lovely that sentiment comes out. So this is because it's black. So now it's completely pink. How lovely is that? And again, on the background, she's just tied everything in and it looks gorgeous. Okay, I think I'm getting the feeling that maybe September is going to be okay. So this is Rosy Posy from one of my original, like one of the first designs that I had. But how lovely is that with the... Look at the light on it, and it's like a rose gold, this one. Absolutely beautiful. And the sentiments just pick up the foiling so well. Yeah, the detail is fantastic. And then I love this that Jo did. Really simple, but fabulous for a sympathy card, a thinking of you card. She's foiled one of the circle dies, or maybe done it from Miri card, foiled the sentiment and then foiled the leaves with gold. Look how lovely that is. Just getting it in the light right is fabulous. And again, see how she's coloured everything. So you can do these with your sprays. You can do them like when she's done her inky backgrounds, we've got similar colours. So you can do them and cover them completely. Okay, so I'm going to show you the cards that... So this is one that Gracie made. I love this because she copied what Carla had done with her sentiment. I wasn't allowed to bring Carla's card home because she wanted to send it to somebody, but Grace said, like, you can take my cards and you can show them to your ladies. Which is so lovely. But I love how she's done this and like graduated the colour on there. It's beautiful. And then she wanted to do, done this one where she's done them all in gold and then the dandelion in silver, but she's saving the bee. And I loved how she went round with a blue tonic sparkly pen and just accentuated the clouds. I thought that was so clever. And that, so she's used the foilables, but she's mixed them in with the Kaz's Sunshine, Clouds and More stencil that came out with Kaz's collection. So that's where we've got the sunshine from and the clouds and the grass. So that's this stencil. And then I loved this. She's used the pebbles up here in different colours to create a canopy for a tree. And then she drew the trunk on herself. And I just thought that was so clever. I would never have thought to do a tree, like to use the pebbles as the leaves on the tree. And I just think that is so fabulous. And I love it. She said, I need a quote for it. It says, we are all different, but inside we're the same. She's so sweet. Okay, so I am going to show you how I made this card. So let me just pop the cards out of the way. I don't want them to get spoiled. And I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use my favourite again. Oh, and the other, sorry, the other foils that work that I mentioned before, the Crafts 2 ones, they come on a roll like this. So, and they come in lots of different colours. I've just got the bright pink, the mother of pearl, which is beautiful, and then the blue as well, dark sapphire. So, but they do come in lots of different colours. Okay, so I've got my cheapy laminator and I'm going to switch it. Let's just bring it in. So I'm going to put it onto the hot. And it's going to start whirring away, getting ready to heat up. So I'm just going to pull out my paper so that I can work on my glass mat now, because I'm going to do my stenciling. I had to leave my stencil with the girls. They wouldn't let me bring it home, so I've had to open myself a new one, which I thought was lovely. I don't know why I didn't think to take them one, but never mind. Okay, so on my card, I decided I wanted to use the bricks just to give me a bit of a background and a little bit of interest. So I'm going to stick to the same colours. So I'm going to use Squeeze Lemonade, and I'm going to use my yellow brush. And I love these. These are the Funky Fossil ones that I got recently. They have actually got, these have got well used over the weekend. So they do have white bristles. So it's really nice because it means that you can see the colour properly that you've actually got on your brush. And I'm going to take, I'll move that out of the way a little bit. So I'm just going to bring my brick stencil into play. And I'm going to hold it in place. You can tape it down if you want. I don't want the whole thing, so I'm just literally going to use parts of the stencil. So I've got a little bit of brick, and this is all just with, I haven't put any ink on here. This is just what's left from the girls using it. So it's a good way of actually cleaning your brushes out. Just wanted little areas randomly placed, just really to soften the background, so it wasn't just a white card, a bit like when you use an embossing folder. So that adds a little bit of interest to your card without actually adding too much, anything extra, or like adding anything too much really to your card. So I'm going to go back and read all the comments afterwards because I obviously can't read them. I'm below my phone now, so I can't see the comments as they come up. So I will do it. I'll go back in afterwards. So I've just got my bricks all the way around. Would obviously to clean my stencil, and I am very good. I don't like not looking after stuff, so I do clean it. Just a little bit of water, give it a spritz. Means I can wipe down my mat as well. And then you need to clean the back as well. And then obviously that's now wet on the front. So you do go on a little bit. But you just, one thing I would say is when you're cleaning it, be careful when you're cleaning your grass. Make sure you pull it down so that you're not going against all these little flimsy pieces, because you want it to last as long as possible. Okay, so now I'm going to find my packet, if I've got anything left. And the other thing as well is that the packets are all a bit mixed up now, which is fine. But I want my, no, I think I'm gonna have to grab my unopened packets. Yeah. Right, let's grab my squares. Okay, so the ones that I'm going to use are the squares that are in the Daisies and More. So I'm just going to pick out, I might actually have 3 different ones to last time. Yeah, I don't know if they're different or not. I'm going to go with those 3. Although, no, I'm going to have another flower. Sorry, I am going to change to a flower. I'll have the little ones. I don't want a leaf because I want it, I'm going to do them in flower colours. So, and I'm going to have the little luggage label, and we want sentiment as well. So let's do one of these because I didn't do one of those last time. So it's interesting for you to see where it's got a solid background. And that's a bit long. Wishing you a most wonderful day. Oh, wishing you the happiest of birthday. That is the one I used before, but they'll do. Let's have those. Okay, so I need a piece of copy paper. Did I lose my copy paper at the weekend? I think I did. Okay, so you need a carrier sheet. So I'm going to use a sheet of paper, sheet of copy paper. And, oh, I didn't pick out any bumblebees. Let's grab some bees. Oh, we'll have I will have 2 bees and a butterfly. Okay, so I'm going to lay these down on my piece of paper. All these bits need to be foiled. You can place them as close together as you can because you don't want to waste the gaps in between the foil. So you can put them as close as you can without them touching. So we can bring these 2 down a little bit. Okay, so then we can open our foil, and I'm going to use the glitter gold because, like I said, this is one of my favourites. And find a pair of scissors. And then I need to cut a piece of foil. I'm going to trim that piece off so I've levelled it up. Always find it's easier to start with a straight edge, and then I don't worry too much about being extravagant because I can still go back and use all those pieces of foil up. So whether you do a technique like Marion shared, and be sure to check out Marion's YouTube channel. She's got some fabulous foil YouTube videos, but you can cut the foil up and cut it down into little pieces and put them all over something and then have different coloured foil. So it's a really great way of using up your bits and pieces. Okay, so I'm going to bring my machine in, and I just want to show you that the light has gone green, so it's ready to go. And I'm hoping that nothing's moved because I have picked the piece of paper up a few times. So when I do this, normally I have everything laid out. So I'm just literally picking the paper up and popping it through. Now, if something has moved, it's not a problem because wherever there is toner still and there's no foil on it, you can put another piece of foil on and put it through again, and the foiled bits will be fine and the unfoiled piece will foil. So in a way, I hope something has moved so that I can show you. But you just let it feed through. If you're doing it with the iron, you heat your iron up, and it's a bit, you have to play around until you find a happy heat with your iron, so it's not too hot. If it gets too hot sometimes, no, nothing moved. If it gets too hot sometimes, you might need to go over with a foiling, or you can do it with your nail even. So where this is quite warm here, if this has got bits that shouldn't be sticking where they are, if you just rub your nail over it, anything that shouldn't be sticking will come off, but that's all fine. So when we take this off, it just reveals the most beautiful foil design. I mean, it's so simple. This is why the girls, it was like magic for them. You put it in black and out it pops in this beautiful gold, silver, whatever colour. I mean, look. Oh, right. Okay, this has happened. Okay, so I can show you now. Can you see over the E and the S that it's, you can't really read it properly? So what you do is, I do it with my nail. You just literally rub gently, and now I can see the letters. They've got a bit with the S there as well, I can see. So it just comes away because there's no toner there for it to stick to. Sorry, let me get the camera to focus. And now it's absolutely perfect, but it's also beautifully foiled. So if that happens, just use your nail and rub anything off that shouldn't be there. I mean, look at that little tiny writing. But look how crisp and clear that is. It's beautiful. So to do the foiling, you need either a laminator, which is what I've just used, and I got a cheapy one from Amazon. You want a hot laminator. That's the only thing you need to remember to buy. My one is hot and cold, but it must do hot because it's the heat that melts the ink and makes the foil stick to it. Or you can use an iron. I have a little travel iron that I use, but you can use a regular iron. Just find a setting, have a little play and find a setting that works for you. You don't want it hot, but you need it probably about midway, I would have said. And then you can also use it in a foiling machine. So if you've got a Couture Creations Go Press and Foil, there are lots on the markets. There's Spellbinders ones, there's all sorts. But you just have to have the toner foil. So Wow's Fab Foil is a toner foil. As long as you use the right foil, it will work even through the foiling machine. Or if you've got some hair straighteners, you can do it through hair straighteners. And the other thing I want to tell you about as well, if I can find them quickly, is the Wow Wow Fab Foilers, and these are solid panels. Let's get this out. So where I've just done this is, so it's a whole piece that is covered in the toner ink, and this just means that you can do so many more techniques. So you need to go and follow Marion on YouTube, but I could put this all in. I could put all of these on. I could foil them so they would be gold where the gold is, and then I could place another foil, so like a bright blue or a pink. Then you can put that through again, and where the black is, it will then go pink. Does anyone know if you can buy the toners? Yes, you can. These are called Fab Foilers. They're solid panels and they come in a pack. There's 16 panels in a pack, and you will find them at different stockists as well. I don't know who else stocks them, but I know Hazel stocks them. I would think Craft Stash probably stock them. I don't know about the other people, but definitely if you get these, you can then use all of your waste pieces and foil those. So I could put this through and it would be gold letters in the middle, and then I could put another piece through and I could do pink around the gold letters. But there are so many more techniques that you can do if you've got the Fab Foilers. So did I turn that off? I did. Let me get that out of the way. So now I've got my elements and I'm going to give these a colour. So I like to use, I'm using my Sig Clean Colour pens, and I'm going to pick just a few. So I want some yellows and some orange, and I did tell them to put them all back in upside down so you can see the colours. Do they listen? Do they? Do they listen? Right, there's my greens. Have I got any leaves? I have. And I want one more bright orange. Okay, so I'm going to stick to those colours because I want it to all match in and look really pretty. So if you stick to just a few colours, and I need a pale blue for my bumblebee. Okay, so we'll start off with our squares. I could colour this if I wanted to, so I could make the birthday wishes orange if I wanted. I might do orange around the edge. Not sure if I do it all over the letters. So this is just going to take the colour where the white is. I'll see how it looks. And the foil acts as a resist. If you get any on there, which I have a little bit, I would just, once it's happened, once you've done it, get a piece of kitchen roll. And I'm just going to wipe away any excess colour that's on there. So it's on my cloth now, and then I haven't got it on my foil. So the foil will act like a resist, just like when you do embossing. So I'm going to start, I can colour in the centre, and then I can, with a water brush, pull out that colour just to soften that. And I would do one petal at a time so that it's not allowing the colour to sink into your card totally. You're moving that colour around before it's actually, you know, it would be harder to do. If you do all the petals, it's harder to draw that colour out. So if you do a little bit at a time, it's much, much easier. And then I'm going to clean my brush. So then I'm going to pick a deeper colour and I'm going to go around, and I don't worry about if I go over the lines, because I think it goes in with my style, and I'm also going to draw the colour out a little bit as well, so that I get some of this softer orange just around the edge. So then just with my water brush, just push that out a little bit. And it's just going to soften those edges. And it makes everything really work nicely together. We can come back in, we can add as much detail. I love colouring, so I would sit here and put a nice lot of detail, some smudges on the end of the stamens. But yeah, it's entirely up to you how little or how much colouring you want to do. But like I say, the foil acts like a resist, so it's lovely. So then I'm going to start with these with a darker colour in the centre and wash that out to the edge. You can colour the backgrounds as well if you want to, so we could make this a pale blue perhaps. Entirely up to you, but I do quite like having a little bit of white as well. So that's, no, wrong one, that's the orange. And then I'll take the softer colour, and I'm going to do the same around the edge actually with this one. So this will be, they'll all match. In fact, I'll do them all around the edge the same colour, then they'll all match in. And then we can push this colour out a little bit, so it's just showing that bit of colour over the lines, but it also just like softens the edge of the card as well, which is nice because it's giving it a bit of colour for when it goes onto the white card as well. But remember, we've done that stenciling in our background, so that's taken the harshness of our white card away anyway. So I've got a really soft green to start with on my leaves, and then I like to come in with a bit of a darker green. And we'll just add highlights to the little ones, but to that bigger one we can soften this all out as well. So quite happy with that. So then I'm going to go around the edge with the same colour. So I'm going to get that lovely soft orangey colour around the edge of all of them, and that's going to tie them all in together. And then we've got the yellow and we've got the orange. So I think we'll start with orange, and I'm just going to do a little bit right in the middle and drag that out a little bit. And then I'm going to come in with the next tone. So come in with the mid-orange one and pull that out a little bit. So all I'm really doing is just like softening the edges a little bit. And I cannot wait. I know that I have seen some cards made with the foilables, but make sure if you share anything on social media, if you share it with the hashtag Julie Hickey Designs, then I can make sure that I can take a look at what anyone has made, because it's so lovely to see what you all create with everything. And I know the design team love to see it as well. So, okay, so we'll do our soft green on our leaf first of all. And then we'll come in with the darker green and add some highlights. And then I do like to just like go over the top and soften that all off. And the green sort of mixes in. It's really lovely. Okay, so we need a deep orange for our heart. And we'll do these little circles. Okay, so we've got our colouring done. Put our pens away. Okay, oh, I need to colour. Oh, I haven't done everything, have I? Right, let's colour the label up. So I've just added some colour around there. I need my bumblebee, obviously needs to be yellow. And he needs very pale blue. I like to do a little bit of pale blue on his wings. And I think we'll make an orange butterfly. We'll do this down the middle. And then maybe yellow to pull it out. Because you can blend the pens with the colours as well. Okay, so we've got everything. Oh, what shall I do around here? Let's do... Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of pen. So I've done it with ink pads on the other one. But if you go round carefully, I'm using the edge of the brush as opposed to the end. Like running it around on the side. And it's just adding that little bit of colour. So take your time, don't rush like I am. And you do need to be careful, because if you get colour on your fingers, you will get it on the... See, don't rush like I just have. Okay, so if you get a bit like that, if you decide, right, well, that's no good because I've spoilt it now. You haven't spoilt it. Let's just move and blend the ink a bit more. So just go over it with the water and let it blend in together. And then it's not as bad. We'll blot it a little bit because it's a bit wet. Okay, so with our squares, I'm going to put a whole foam pad on the back of each square so that I'm lifting these up to add a little bit of interest, which I always like. I do like a bit of dimension if I can on my card. Oh, there's something definitely wrong with that row of foam pads, because this one doesn't want to come off. There we go. Okay, so good idea to place them down on your card. Get a feeling for where you want them to be. So that looks about in the middle. Got an even top and bottom. Always better to do it without taking the backing paper off first, but we can do it upside down like I did as I'd taken it off. Okay, then we've got some skinny, thinner ones than that. Where are they? These ones. So I've got some thin strips that I can use for my other sentiments to raise them up. And I want to only have this, I think we'll put this, actually I might, I quite like it down the bottom. Yeah, I'm going to have it down the bottom. I was going to overhang it on my square, but I think I'm going to put this one down the bottom. And I'm going to offset it slightly so it's not meant to be straight. And then I'm going to have a bumblebee down there. I'm going to put my friend tag up here. And I'm going to have the happiest birthday over here, so I can put that all the way down. If I was going to have it overhanging, I would need to put a double piece of foam pad but behind the bit that overhangs. But I'm actually going to put this on most of it, so it's not worth putting a bit over there. That'll be fine. Okay, so then I have little foam pads, I hope. Yep, here we go. And let's get a pokey tool. I forgot to take a pokey tool at the weekend. I can't tell you. Oh, how much you use it, you forget. Okay, so we'll have a bumblebee here. We'll have one here, and we'll have the little baby one up above here. So I would put these bumblebees on almost the way I would put my, what am I trying to say, my glosses. So then with my, so I put them in a triangle. So then my butterfly, I'm going to bend up either side of the body, and I'm actually going to use a little bit of glue down the centre. So where I've bent the wings up either side, you end up with this little straight piece down the middle, so it's somewhere for you to put some glue. And I'm going to put that down over by my sentiment. And the reason I've done that is because then that's almost like a triangle on my design, and it draws your eye in, and it's very pleasing on the eye. So let me bring the original back in. And my second one, so a bit more definition with the stenciling, a bit darker. That was because the girls left so much ink on the brushes. And then obviously this one is a little bit paler, a bit softer. So however you want it to look. But really happy with that. Got two nice little cards there. So perfect little birthday cards. And how quick and easy was it? Little bit of foiling, little bit of colouring. So if I was you, right, I'm going to flip the camera. Bear with me a minute. Let's come back in. Okay, so definitely, let's turn that away. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how red I am. I'm very warm. Yeah, I can't, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I like to foil lots and lots of things, bits and pieces, have them in golds and put little collections of cards together of what I'm going to do, but foil lots of gold, lots of silver, maybe some green ones, so that you know you've got everything ready, and then sit and have a colour. You know, you can do it while you're watching the television. It's fabulous. So anyway, thank you for joining me, and then tomorrow I will do a post about Emma's beautiful birthday birdhouse. So I do this on Julie Hickey Designs, and I'll do a post. I'll think of a question and you can leave me a comment, and anyone who leaves me a comment will be in with a chance of winning it, and then I will post that off to you. So thank you for joining me. Hope you've had a lovely evening and enjoy the rest of your evening. And yeah, don't forget, the people who are stocking these now are Dragon's Paper Craft, Luby Crafts, Craft Stash, Let's Create, Forget Me Not, Craft Cabin, and Maximum Crafts. So they all have them in stock and ready to go. So, and I look forward to seeing what you create with them. So please share, and make sure you just do the hashtag of Julie Hickey Designs, and then I should see it. So thanks ever so much, everyone, and I will see you soon. And I'm off to read all your lovely comments. So thank you. See you soon. Bye.